Hello guys and welcome. So in this video I wanted to answer the question of what is Grand Theft Auto 5. This video is aimed at people who have heard of Grand Theft Auto 5 but potentially have just never played it. It's obviously at a beginner level, so I wanted to take you through the basics of what this game is and maybe hopefully explain why it's so popular. So it's because it is one of the best-selling games of all time. Now, Grand Theft Auto 5 is based in a fictional version of Los Angeles called Los Santos, and you can get to control one of three characters. Either this character, who's called Michael, or you can switch to Trevor, or you can switch to Franklin or Trevor. Sorry, I selected it in the wrong order. So basically, the story intertwines between their three lives. All three of them are just trying to make it. They're all have a criminal side to them, but they are out really to just gain fortune and fame, and even if it has to involve taking it by force. Now, they basically are they have like an intertwining story which takes you all over this massive city. So let me show you how huge the city is. So if I open the map, for example, look, this map is absolutely huge, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. Like to drive around all of it will take you a really long time. And you have different missions involving heists, robbing banks or security cars, or even at some points taking airplanes, flying from place to place and so on. And there is interesting relationships between the characters, the main characters you play, and also the characters of other gangs, for example, and as well as law enforcement. So there is a good level of corruption in the game, and basically you have to fight for survival because everyone is trying to eliminate everyone else, basically. So now the nice thing about this game is that there's absolute freedom to explore wherever you want to go. So this is open world in the true essence. You can go anywhere you like, you can do anything you like. There's a plethora of side missions and side things to do. Even you could go and play tennis, you can go play golf, you can do all sorts of sports, or you can invest in the stock market. You can try and grow side businesses along the way, not just follow the main story. And on top of all of that, there's even a full online mode for the game, which has many modes. Now, something that has exploded in popularity, at least in the most recent months, is role-playing in the game. So you have role-playing custom servers, for example, No Pixel, where big streamers will come along and they will just role-play a character in the game. So and they will just live in Los Santos and they will get up to funny antics. But of course, the role-playing is designed to be as funny and entertaining as possible. So some of my favorite role-players are like Ziggy, or Aaron, who is Mecha Bear on Twitch, or Lord Kuban, he does Mr. Chang. So like there's a lot of entertaining things in this game. Now, if you want to get into this game, what I recommend really is pick it up. You can probably get it cheap because it's been out now for a good sort of this is like the 7th year it's been out. It's available on PC, on Steam, on Xbox 360 and Xbox One, on PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. Originally it came out on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 that generation, but then it was ported onto PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. And I'm sure that when the next generation comes out, like PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, that it'll probably be patched for those systems as well. So the best way to get into a game like this is to just follow the story. Get through the story mode. It will take a long time. It will take you a good sort of, even if you try and do it as quickly as possible, it will still take you a good 40 to 60 hours because it's a big city and there's a lot to do in the game. But as you can see, it's a fully living city. So it has won design awards just because of the scope of the game. You can drive around. You could just drive around like I'm doing right now for hours on end to try and learn your way around the city and so on. You see random crimes happening along the way and so on. So what I recommend really is to just explore and so on. Now, word of warning to any parents who may be thinking about getting this game for their small kids. There's a lot of cursing in this game, and it's a game focused on criminals, so please use common sense, you know what I mean? So, yeah. But other than that, it is a hell of a fun game. I had a lot of fun playing this. I will also link to my playlist in the description of when I originally played this game way back when, and just sort of take it from there. So, this game, I need to mention this, has had a lot of controversy in the past because of the fact that it's basically it's not glorifying, but it's just made being a criminal fun, which has even like been debated in Congress and stuff like that. It's like, should games like Grand Theft Auto be allowed or not allowed? But as a form of expression and a form of entertainment, I don't see a harm in this, because we as humans have a natural sense of, I don't want to say bloodlust, but you know what I mean. Like, we have a need to let things out, and games like this are a good and healthy way to do that without doing any bad things to anyone in real life. So, and what's really funny is when you look at the different elements of the game. So, for example, I once saw a video on YouTube where there was someone who was a traffic cop in real life was playing the game to see, could they drive around this game without violating any traffic laws? Is it even possible? So, and that was really funny to watch. So, what can I say, guys? Grand Theft Auto 5, highly recommended game, very, very fun. The twists and turns with the different characters are great. My favorite character is Trevor, by far. Like, Trevor is my favorite, there's no doubt about it. But I won't spoil it for you unless you play the game yourself. Okay? So, I think that's all really I wanted to cover in this video. I could go on about it literally for hours, but I'm trying to keep this as spoiler free and as light as possible. So, and other things you can do as well in the game is the fact that you can, for example, eventually buy businesses. You can eventually, like, the ultimate business you can buy in the game is the entire golf club, but it costs millions. So unless you do some like clever trading on the stock market, you're never going to be able to afford to get it. But it is something you can do. So it doesn't all have to be about the standard criminal element. Like, you can do legitimate businesses in the game as well. But like I said, guys, very, very clear, this game is not designed for kids at all. Let's be honest, most kids who are probably 11 older would love to play this game, but yeah, it's not designed for kids. That's why it's got a high rating on the game, so be warned about that. So yeah, and they even have, you can see, this is sort of like the rich area, or big houses and so on, but on the map you even can go into the middle of the desert, and there's airstrips, there's a prison in the game, there's a lot of it really, there's a lot of variety. It is a full bustling city, and each of the main characters, Michael, Franklin and Trevor, they do get their own, they have their own places. Like, Michael has a nice house that we started at in this video. Franklin, he was staying at his aunt's house, but eventually he gets a much bigger one. Trevor is found in a trailer. So there's a lot of stereotypes in this game. It's actually really funny. And what you can see as well, like, if you are just walking around the city, you're not just driving around, you just sometimes witness like really funny moments of the different characters walking around in the game, the different NPCs. So you can see that Rockstar put in a lot of work to be able to get a fully living city. And let's bring on Grand Theft Auto 6. Grand Theft Auto is a series that's been going for many, many years, and long may it continue. As long as it remains fun and it doesn't get too serious or it doesn't get political. I would hate for it to become a political game. So yeah. So anyway, guys, let's pull over. I'm sure I've broken some rules by where I parked, but whatever. So yeah. So Anyway guys, that's it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. You can watch a random video over there, you can watch the latest upload down there, or you can click down here to subscribe. Thank you guys, bye bye.